Hey guys, what's poppin'? Alright, just giving you a little tiny update and mention some stuff that I didn't in my previous videos about like that with the hospital. Um, Finally on Wednesday, well, to begin with, I told the hospital I was gonna take out my own staples because I've done it before, and I asked them for a staple gun, which I thought they had gave me, but apparently they didn't, so I had to order one from eBay. So when it came, initially I was gonna take my staples out myself. Then when I finally was able to take a bath, well, a scrub bath, which is actually, I call it a rag bath because you can't really get in the bathtub. You have to wash with a rag and be very careful with what you do. Those of you that have been in a hospital, you know what I'm talking about. You can't get in the bathtub at all, take a bath or a shower. You have to wash up with a rag in your sink or just sit on the edge of your tub and use the faucet, which is what I did. Leaned over to wash my hair. Finally took the tape off, the bandages off and everything. I couldn't really see the left side because it's kind of at an angle. I just kind of just felt it with my hand. And I was trying to count the staples, and I guessed about 40. And when my cousin came, she said it was 45. So I was like, hey, at least I was like, I was close. And the ones in the front, I forgot how many. I think there was about like 15 or 20 of them. Um, so when my staple gun came, my cousin who is a nurse, um, she's married into my family. She's my cousin's wife. I still consider her a cousin. I consider anybody that marries into my family, you're my cousin. Anyway, she came, ended up coming over to take the ones out of my hip because initially, like I said, I was gonna remove them myself, but I could not see the ones on the left side. I was gonna use a little tiny mirror that I had, but I was like, it's gonna be too complicated. Especially the ones going down my leg. So she agreed to come over. She took them out. She removed them. And she was like, do you want me to remove the rest of them? So I was like, well, I was like, you know what? I was like, you might as well, since you're already here doing it, take them out of the front of my leg. So she removed about like 60, 65. It came out to like 60, 65 staples. And I was shocked at how many. I was like, that's the most I've ever had at one time. Um, She didn't hurt me at all, which I'm appreciative of. It only hurt like 2 or 3 of them hurt because there was scabs on top of them and stuff. Those are the ones that are hard to remove. Um, I've been there before, which I ended up opening my skin. The incision ended up opening when I removed them. So I'm kind of glad she did it. Um, I ended up calling the doctor's office today because the papers they sent me home with, it said about physical therapy, but it didn't say when, and it didn't say what kind of physical therapy to do. They wasn't very descriptive on that, or detailed, and so that I was kind of aggravated by that. So I decided to call to get in touch with the doctor's office. I had to make like 3 or 4 calls to do that. And plus to get refills on my pain medication because I was like, I know I'm going to end up starting therapy soon within the next couple of weeks. I have to keep my brace on my leg, um, which is annoying as hell. Sometimes I take it off, I don't listen. I never listen. Um, so I called the one doctor. They're gonna refill my pain medications, and then they said that the doctor would let me know about my physical therapy, what kind of physical therapy I had to do when I came in for a follow up. I already told all of them that I would not be able to come back. It's way too far to come back. They're gonna have to tell me over the phone what kind of physical therapy has to be done. I said because all my other surgeries I've ever had done, I automatically started bending my knee after surgery, and it says this is literally the first time I have to keep my knee straight for like weeks. And I says, and I know when I start therapy, it's gonna hurt like hell. I says it's gonna be stiff. It's gonna be extremely stiff. Keeping it straight for that many weeks. I said, I know it's gonna be extremely hell. And painful. I said, I just want to know what I need to do, what kind of therapy I need to do, because I'm gonna do it on my own. So she was extremely nice. She said, I'll talk with them. I says, she says, because the doctor was gonna let you know about what kind of therapy to do on your follow-up, and since I mentioned to her I wouldn't be there, she said, I'll try to find out what kind of physical therapy, see if they'll have an idea on what kind of physical therapy you'll need to do. Because I guess they want to see the progress that they've done, which I don't normally go to follow-ups. Most of the time I don't. They're all bullshit to me. So I'm like, I just want to know what kind of therapy I need to do. Like, how far can I bend my knee? Like, how many degrees can I move my hip from side to side or whatever? Or, like, what's the deal with bending down? Because I've been bending down already as it is. It's like, I feel like I've already started my own therapy and it's not even time yet. As I said, my mom's coming on June 9th. I'm extremely excited about that. I've been a little because my girlfriend was supposed to be here already. We've been together now about 8.5 years. It's a little upsetting because the last time I spoke to her was on the 18th, and usually we don't go this long without talking or her at least leaving me an email or calling me, and it's really not like her. I mean, even when she gets busy, she's been extremely busy because she was supposed to be coming here 2 or 3 days ago. She should have been here, and she hasn't shown up. I kind of had this little feeling deep down that she wouldn't show up anyway, and that eventually I'd get a phone call that she moved to some other state or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, and I've had a couple of family members tell me just like to end it, move on, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you can't just let something go after like 8.5 years. You can't just like say, oh, just wake up and be like, oh well, forget that, move on. That's 8.5 years is a long time. There's a lot of involvement. It's you can't just do that. I mean, maybe some people can, but I'm not one of those people. So basically, I've just been sitting here also while I'm in a brace, waiting to hear from her. And hopefully she's okay, and nothing happened to her. But anyways, there was something that I hated about when I was in a hospital. When they put me to sleep in the operating room, they ended up using the gas mask. And, over the years, they've been asleep by twilight. And those of you, if you don't know, twilight is basically when they just put that white shit through your IV and it knocks you out. That's just it. You're out. Yeah, the oxygen mask with the anesthesia in it is extremely horrible. The last time I had that on my face was when I was like 13. I think I was like 13 years old. I hated it back then. They tried to use chapstick to put it inside the mask at the time, and they're telling me to breathe deep, and it was like the most disgusting thing ever. I advise you guys, the hospitals that are using that mask on the face, telling you to breathe in deep. They're like, oh, we're going to put oxygen in first, and then, they're going to put the anesthesia in right behind it. You don't know when it's coming, because they don't tell you. It's horrible, believe me, you guys. And then you wake up feeling so fucking sick. You feel sick for like I feel sick. It makes me sick for at least like 2 or 3 days. I can't deal with that bull. I can't. So my advice to you, if they put that mask on you, you need surgery, and they put the mask on your face, breathe through your mouth. It'll take you longer to fall asleep, and they noticed it. They do notice it because they're like, "Oh, breathe in deeper because it's taking longer for you to get to knock out." They know you're not breathing. They knew I wasn't breathing in through my nose, and I never did. They did it to me because I had to have 2 procedures, and they used the mask both times, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Not again." It was horrible, and I was like, deja vu, a really bad deja vu memory for me. And I just kept breathing through my mouth. I was just like, they were like, take deep breaths. I was like, like, because I did not want to smell that shit. I just did not want to smell it at all. I knew it was in there. Even breathing through my mouth, I could still, like, taste it. I mean, yeah, you're still gonna taste it, but at least it's better than smelling it. Smelling it is strong. I'm telling you. Once they remove the oxygen and that anesthesia comes blowing through that mask, I'm telling you guys, straight up, do not breathe in through your nose. That's all I can tell you. My best advice for you. It's this thing, anesthesia. The anesthesia smell. It is the worst smell. Well, one of the worst smells ever. So, yeah, that's probably the best advice I could give you if you're gonna have surgery. Don't be afraid of the operating room or anything like that. It's a little cold. You don't really know much. You're laying down mostly. And you got doctors looking over you, talking to you and stuff. It's pretty quick. They knock you out pretty quick. You wake up pretty quick. It feels like you just fell asleep. You just woke up, and you're in a different room. So, I mean, but yeah, that mask, that gas mask, all I can tell you is breathe in through your mouth. Even when they tell you deep, just breathe in deep through your mouth. It's gonna take a little longer for you to fall asleep, but I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. But yeah, that's all I can say right now. I'm moving around the house better. I've been doing things I'm not supposed to do. My family's been getting on my case. I had to buy a window air conditioner. It was left on the porch. It's a 6,000 BTU. They got on my case because it was on the porch and I dragged it inside the house. There was a table in my living room. I moved it into my second bedroom. They got on my case about that. They were like, "You're gonna fall again," and you're doing stuff you're not supposed. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just getting OCD, just sitting here, and I want certain things in certain places, and I'm like, I just can't. Sometimes I can't sit still, and I'm like, I go crazy with myself, and I want to do stuff. And I know I'm not supposed to do it, but my OCD takes over, and I'm just like, I just get up and start doing it. And, it sucks, and I think it just sucks because of this damn brace. I just want to take it off already and do my physical therapy, but like I told the nurse on the phone, I says, I don't know when, because I was supposed to find out about the physical therapy when I says, I don't know when my follow-up date is. I said, so she's like, she kind of laughed and she goes, I'll give you a call back during the week to let you know. And I was like, okay. So, because my follow-up date means that's the day I could take this brace off. I don't have to keep wearing it every day, and I could basically start moving my leg. And if they don't tell me what kind of physical therapy to do, I guess I'm going to make shit up and do my own physical therapy and come up with my own ideas. And start doing my own physical therapy. So, yeah, I think that's about it for now. I mean, keeping the brace on it's a pain in the ass. One night I took it off and slept without it. I just left my leg straight on the pillow. I know I wasn't supposed to do that, but I just made sure I kept my leg straight and stuff. I was just like, I need a break. You know, I just need a break from it. It's getting aggravating. Keeping your legs straight. I used to like not bending my knee 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, it's a long time. To me, it is. You know, especially when you can't really leave your house and do much. I still walk around, like I said, I've still been walking around, you know, making food and stuff, doing stuff that I gotta do. Um, Trying to do the can as much as I can, you know. I'm not letting shit keep me down. I never let anything keep me down. So, you know, I mean, I'm always positive with everything, and I find ways to do shit. So, you know what I mean? I just don't sit here staying in a brace, and I don't listen to what anybody tells me to do. I do what I want to do most of the time, and you know, it makes me feel good doing it. Because, like I said, I'm a very independent person, and I don't like when anybody tells me what to do. I've always been like that. So, but yeah, I mean, that's it for now, you guys. I mean, I'm doing good. My leg's feeling a little bit better since I finally got those damn staples out. I was so mad that they didn't give me the sutures I wanted. But, at least the staples are out. You know, my leg is sore from them being taken out, but it feels much better. It's not that pinching. You guys know that ever had staples. That pinching is gone, that tightness is gone, you know, but that soreness is there. The soreness will be there for a couple days, probably about a week, but that goes away as well. You know, just let them get air, like let air get to it, you know, keep them clean, disinfected, you know, and that's about it, you know. It's starting to feel much better. So, and I'm hanging in there like I always do. Always trying to think positive of everything, you know, think the best, you know. Uh, you know, I think like that saying goes, think the worst, but hope for the best, or whatever, you know. And that's what I do, you know. So, that's it. You guys hang in there. I'll try to get back to y'all sometime during the week if I can. I'm going to leave this video here. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Anytime you want to be notified of a new video, just hit that post notification bell down below in the corner. Until next time, you guys. Laters. Peace and God bless.